Singh Namita Official. Today we have to discuss class 11 chemistry. And our chapter is general organic chemistry. So guys, in previous lecture we have to study about the naming of compounds, that means nomenclature. That means this nomenclature is system based on the IUPAC naming, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, where we have to follow such rules for the naming of some organic compounds. That means the rules are applied in terms of the selecting first parent chain. After that you have to use lowest locking tool. That means the substrate comes lower position, and the lower comes, that means the numbering of the substrate having the lower positions. After that you have to use the alphabetical order in terms of formations of substrate. That means the which comes in alphabet first, you have to write first. When we have to see that there are many compounds having like the same substrate on two positions, so more than two positions, that's why we have to use di, tri and tetra naming. That means this is not to be illustrated for the naming of chain. That means you have to use those type of substrate in terms of alphabetical order which has get formal positions. That means today's class is started from some questions. We have to write the IUPAC name of following compound. Like the first question is here, you have to write the name of this compound. First is this. Second is third one is like that. And fourth one is this. This is the question here. You have to write the IUPAC name of this compounds. This organic compounds having to be written in terms of IUPAC naming. That means you have to follow such rules for this compound. That means we have to know that. That means we know that first of all we have to select the parent chain for this. That means parent chain having the large number of carbon atom, those chain having containing large number of carbon atom. That means for the naming of this compound, we have select that this is the parent chain for us. This is the parent chain for us. Now we have to take some instruction about the substrate. That means this is substrate is methyl. This is also methyl. And now we have to take the position for this. That means you have to apply lowest locking rule. That means from left to right we have to write that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. From here to that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That means left to right consideration, our substrate is coming on 2 and 4. 2 and 4. When you come from right to left, your position is subtract from the 3 and 5. 3 and 5. That means this is correct lowest order tool application. That means the naming of this compound is 2,4. 2,4 dimethyl. 2,4 dimethyl. How many carbons are present in their parent chain? 6. That means you have to apply hex. Hex in. Now we have to come on the second position. This is our parent chain. This is our parent chain. And this is our substrain named as ethyl. Now we have to numbering on it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We get lower position from this left to right configuration. That means 3. The naming of this compound is written as 3-ethyl 3-ethyl hexane is there. 3-ethyl hexane. Clear? Now we come from question number 3rd here. That means there is 2 substituted as this is the substitute is methyl, and this is configuration of ethyl. Now we have to do the naming. That means we have to take the parent chain, and parent chain is this. Now we have to put the naming. That means in terms of numbering 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That means we have to write that we know that there is 2 substituents, methyl and ethyl. Now we have to follow the alphabetical order after the putting of Lowenz-Stokes rule. That means from the alphabetical order we know that E comes before M. That means we have to write here 3-ethyl. 3-ethyl. After that 2-methyl. Methyl pentane. Clear? Now we come on this. That means this is our parent chain containing large number of carbon. That means we have to number it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. This is methyl, and this is also methyl. Both are methyl here. Now we have to use alphabetical means. That means both are methyl. That means both are equal in terms. Now we have to write the naming of this. We have to write that 2,3 dimethyl butane. So this is the question and answer are given in the formation of that. We also apply this all the rules of our brand naming and write the name for this. Take a screenshot of this. Okay, I will read it. Now guys, our next point is the naming of cyclic compound. For the naming of cyclic compound, we have also used to follow such rules for the naming of this compound in terms of isotype naming. The first point is we have to always use cyclo as a suffix for the naming of cyclic compound. prefix for the naming of cyclic compound. After that, this is also used in the formation of such a corresponding state chain in terms of formation for the selecting parent chain, just like the previous sections between the carbon chain in a straight way. Now we have to learn for the formations of cyclic way. That means second one use, if there is any substituent is placed, then for numbering we have to apply lowest locant rule. For getting lower number position of the substituent. That means just like the state chain formation for the naming of cyclic compound, we have to change something. That means we have to use prefix as the terms of cyclo before the naming of cyclic compound, and if there is any substituent gets attached with their structure, that means you have to use that the lowest locant rule for the numbering of that compound. Now we have to take some example for this. This is a structure of one cyclic compound. That means there is no substituent attached in this. That means we have to select the parent chain in terms of this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now we have to use the naming. You have to use prefix cyclo. How many carbon? Hex. Attached with total 6 carbon. That is single bonded. This is cyclohexane. Now we take some another example like this. This is our another example, and there is substitute attached like this. That means our substitute is ethyl here, ethyl. Now we have to put the naming for this. That means we have to attach and possess a capability in terms of lowest locant rule. That means we have to attach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. In terms of naming, we have to write that this is the formation of 1-ethyl. Again cyclohexane. 1-ethyl cyclohexane is there. That means this is not a meaning other things. That means this is not any different substituent attached with that substances in terms of compound. You have to write only state chain substances and apply lowest locant rule for the formation of that compound in terms of only substituent attached with any cyclic structure. After that, just take a screenshot of this. Now, we have to discuss the next one rule. That means next one rule is satisfied in terms of when there is substituent attached at a large number of carbon and cyclic compound, then you have to what do? That means when substituent, that means the any cyclic structure contain carbon, then the cyclic formation, then cyclic compound counted as substituent. That means there is cyclic structure, that means the branching of cyclic structure is contain more carbon than cyclic chain. Then you have to select the parent chain in terms of there is cyclic formation. Just like this is the example here. That means this is example. This is our cyclic formation having 3 carbon. This is a cyclic structure having 3 carbon, and we have to put the name for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the cyclic means contain 5 carbon. For the naming of this becomes substituent. And this is our parent chain. That means you have to write 1 cyclopropyl pentane. So these all are the rules you have to follow for the naming of cyclic compound in terms of IUPAC names. So just take a screenshot this take and revise and data also for this formation. Just take.